Coming up on the European Dead Zone. Gonna be our new home for a while.
Look, do you recognize it? That's where we're supposed to go.
That thing? They call it the Shard of the Traveler. I call it not a place you want to go poking around.
And welcome, everybody, to the farm, the social space for those who have yet to complete the campaign of Destiny 2. It's pretty empty right now. Pretty empty, as in I am the only one here. It's kind of sad. Well, I should say welcome one and all officially to my Let's Play of Destiny 2. Now, we are like, what, third episode in at this point or something like that? Also, why is my ship floating here? I think that's weird. Anyway, we are like, what, third episode in? Well, here's the thing. So I was very heavily debating on whether or not I wanted to do this Let's Play. When Destiny 2 came to a close. However, with new information that came out in regards to the expansion, it seems that Destiny 2 is not going to be focusing on story content in the same way that Destiny 1 was. So what we have as of right now is probably going to be it in terms of story content. So not only that, I kind of wanted to preserve Destiny 2 in its current state. Not because it's good or anything, but because it's something that we need to be reminded of. These story missions are never going to go away. But Destiny 2, as it stands, is something that I think everybody should remember. Even if it is for the wrong reasons, this is something we need to remember, we need to know about, and so I have decided that we are going to be Let's Playing it in its current state. Just as a continuation of my original Destiny 1 Let's Play. Now, the format is obviously going to be a tiny bit different from Destiny 1 because, well, the format of Destiny 2 is a tiny bit different. There are different missions that act in different ways, and here's how it's going to work. What we are going to do is we are going to be tackling, as we go, each story mission through until we've finished up a planet. Once we have finished up a planet, instead of advancing to the next one, we are going to complete all of the adventures in that current area. What are adventures, you might ask? Well, they are sort of side missions that are that take place seamlessly within the world that we're in. They are not their own separate mission with cutscenes and whatnot. So, that is how the structure is going to work. Strikes are going to be completely omitted from this Let's Play. Sorry about that cut. Anyway, strikes are going to be completely omitted as they have no absolute defined place within the story or within the context of Destiny 2's story, and thus we are not going to be covering them, unfortunately. At least not until changes are made later down the line. So, I'm going to try to get this entire Destiny 2 campaign plus the DLCs completed before Forsaken launches in September. It's going to be a bit of a tough task, but much like last year, we're going to try to make it work, and I'm going to be uploading as frequently as I can. So, with that said, I hope you all enjoyed this Let's Play, and now let's get on with the episode.
Oh, I'm glad to see you safe. I am Tyra. Tyra Karn. I'm sorry. Have we met before? Losing my connection to the light has been disorienting.
Yeah, I can see that.
I understand you seek the Shard of the Traveler. I too have dreamt of it. Its jagged, broken edge. A wound that never heals. But I do not trust its pull. Like us, the Shard no longer knows the light. Not since the Traveler cast it off during the collapse. For centuries it has twisted and corrupted everything around it. Where it lies is now a place of death. If you are determined to go, remember, we Guardians are no longer immortal.
You're right, but we got to do it. So, let's take our bond.
We shall unravel that which is hidden.
And let's continue. So apparently a piece of string is actually better than this thing, just even though it's broken. Apparently a piece of string is better. And so, this is what we have. A broken sidearm, a submachine gun, a shotgun, and a bunch of broken crap. Cool. Let's go talk to Hawthorne. Man, oh man. This is just a bad situation entirely. Alright, Hawthorne, what do you got for us?
This is... lot of civilization. For me, at least. Of course, I've been living outside the city half my life. So... Anyway, heard you want to go poke around that busted-up hunk of Traveler. You Guardians have a weird idea of a good time. Oh well. Lewis and I know plenty about trusting your gut. So I'm not about to stop you. I got enough to deal with here. Take that ship you flew here. At least it'll get you back faster. See all these refugees? I haven't lost one yet. Don't you be my first.
Yes, ma'am. So, with all that in mind,
Bye.
let's get going. So what we're going to need to do is let's head to the director, and from here we're able to select our mission. Let's do this thing. Spark.
You sure you want to do this? That shard is the reason this place is called a dead zone.
We have to, Hawthorne. It's a sign.
Yeah, a sign that says dead zone.
Thrilling banter. Alright, so, as we get into this mission, let us talk about the changes that have been made from Destiny 1 onward to Destiny 2.
I mean, nothing says come visit, like a dark haunted forest.
But non-Guardians aren't supposed to leave the city.
Here's the thing about city rules. They stop applying once you leave the city. There's a small gap in the wall. Hard to see, but it's there. Nobody goes farther than that. At least nobody who wants to come back.
Alright, so, and I'm not going to go over the gameplay changes because, well, those are things that are still in the process of changing even as we speak. So, any of that information is going to be immediately outdated. But in terms of very small changes, the first thing that you need to know is that weapons are now divided into different classes. There is technically a special weapons class, but as of right now, we have kinetic as well as energy weapons. The only difference is energy weapons are basically the same as kinetic weapons, except for that they have an element attached to them. This allows you to break through shields faster. However, the reason you want to use kinetic weapons at all is because they do more headshot damage than special weapons do. Or energy weapons, excuse me. Inherently, anyway. So for better shield break and for better, I suppose, more consistent damage, you're going to want to use energy weapons. But in terms of actually getting the headshots and burst damage, you're going to want to use kinetic.
Hawthorne, can you hear us? Signal's dead.
And then, of course, power weapons are for just straight up tons of damage. So, that's really all there is to that. There are a couple of other enemy-based and quality of life changes that we will get into as well. Alright, let's jump down. Hello? Oh, hi guys! How's it going? Get out of here. So, speaking of enemies, this is a new enemy type right here, is the Marauder. These are fallen types that go completely invisible. They kind of replaced your traditional melee vandals from Destiny 2. From Destiny 1. There were different Vandal variants. Well, now there's only one Vandal variant, and that's just, well, the Vandal. The Marauder is basically what replaces, again, like I said, what replaces all of the invisible and melee-based Vandals that you saw in Destiny 1.
Those Fallen weren't wearing any house colors we've seen before.
Yeah, so that is a new house, by the way, that we are going to be encountering. I think it's the House of Dusk. That is what they're called. That right there, by the way, new quality of light change added into Destiny 2. Ledge grabbing! Something that should have been in Destiny 1 in the first place, honestly, but it is a really nice improvement so that you don't miss your jumps in Destiny 2 when having to do any sort of platforming. So, let us continue. At least we can sprint now. That's good. Can't double jump still, but I can sprint. And that's what I care about. Oh, hello. What we got going on in here? Let's just keep moving. Be very wary of everything that we come across. What's this? Ooh, a new kinetic weapon, the Pariah. So this is actually a proper auto rifle. So I should also say we have new weapon types in Destiny 2, as well as one missing weapon type, unfortunately. So one of the new weapon types is, well, the submachine gun. This is you'd think, well, we already have auto rifles. What's the point of these? These are much quicker burst and much higher damage, but at a much shorter range than auto rifles. They're a little bit harder to control, but if you can control them, they do a lot more damage up close, and they automatically shoot faster in every way than any auto rifle can possibly manage.
Of the Traveler. This is it. Right out of our vision.
Oh yeah, that looks safe. Alright, well, I guess we'll just go straight towards it because that's what we're destined to do, apparently. And then the other weapon type that they have added that we'll be getting into later is the grenade launcher. And I'll save that for when we get to it. However, unfortunately, there has been one weapon type removed from the game, and that is none other than the heavy machine gun. Rip in peace, you will be missed forever. I love machine guns, and I am very sad that they are gone. Anyway, let us continue. Well, hello. So now that we actually have a proper kinetic weapon, let's use that. That looks like that's going to be probably a new armor piece for us to use. And indeed it is, a much better helmet. I will have to equip that in a moment. Alright, there we go. Just take out all these dregs. Dregs ain't nothing. They easy. Get out of here. Beautiful. Alright, let's equip that helmet while we're at it. Might as well. And keep moving. Oh, as well as some boots. Alright, I'll take those as well. Pardon me. Perfect. Alright, let's continue. So if you also couldn't tell, based on at least audio and visual cues, they have changed the way that certain weapons feel and the way certain weapons react and behave in this game as well. One of the most notable ones, I'm going to admit, is the hand cannon. And we'll get into every weapon type as we go through this playthrough. But personally, I have to say, and this is probably, I don't know if this is going to be a popular opinion or not, but I feel like the way that the weapons feel in this game is in almost every way a downgrade from the way it was in Destiny 1. Nothing feels quite as punchy or satisfying as it did in Destiny 2, or as it did in Destiny 1. It still feels good, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't feel quite as good. Now, as you can see, that was another new weapon enemy type, is the Wretch. They are also melee-based. I just remember that Marauders can, in fact, have guns. They're not always melee-based. But the thing about Marauders is the fact that they go invisible. Wretches are exclusively melee-based. Vandals no longer do go invisible, though, so that's kind of the trade-off. So yeah, more enemy types that kind of just fill the exact same need that basically Vandals filled in Destiny 1. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, this looks fun. Alright, anyone here? Yeah, we got a few enemies. Alright, let's start using our shotgun a little bit here. Well, you know what? This is the perfect enemy to use it on right here. What's up? Get out of here. So that's another thing, is every single time you kill a yellow health bar enemy in this game, you automatically get power ammo drops. This allows you to be able to use power ammo more frequently because they have relegated all special and heavy weapons to one single slot, which is definitely an unpopular way of going about things. Make that shield explode. Get out of here. But nonetheless, it at least allows you to have plenty of ammo.
Scared them away.
Alright, now that we have everything equipped, let's do this thing.
This is why we were led here. I haven't been this close to the Traveler's Light since... Do you feel it? Hold on to your helmet. Do you feel it? The light is back. We're back. Eyes out, Guardian.
Well, that was shockingly quick. We have our powers back. Why don't we use them? Oh, hey, and I have my double jump back. That makes me happy. Let's do this thing. So, we have a new subclass here in Destiny 2 known as Dawnblade. As you can see, I have a freaking sword, and I get to launch these like fire strikes through the air and kill everything in my way, and it's awesome. This replaces the Sunsinger subclass from Destiny 1. We no longer have self-res. We no longer have grenade spam. We just have this. Get out of here. Woo! All right, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels great. All right, come here, you. No, excuse me. Get back here. That's what I thought. Oh, man. Brutal. All right, another one. Another one. Perfect. So the thing about Dawnblade that is the most important is you want to kind of stay airborne while you're using it. It's definitely when it is the most effective. Oh, hello. That's a big guy. You know what? Plan. Let's do this thing. Let's get rid of these stupid wretches. Where'd you go? Where'd the big guy go? Holy cow, he moved fast. Get out of here. Shotgun. Oh, how'd that feel? Feel good? Look, I can teabag, and that's all that matters. Woo! So now that we have done that, we can actually unlock something in our subclass. Why don't we get, I know, this. A subclass ability. What is this, you might ask? Well, apparently I actually can't use it right now. Subclass abilities. These are, well, obviously, or sorry, not subclass ability, class ability, excuse me. This is obviously exclusive to Warlock, Titan, and Hunter. Warlocks allows them to create a rift around them that allows them to either heal themselves and allies or empower them. We're going to be going over this when I'm actually able to use it here in the next mission. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Destiny 2. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much. And I will see you all in the next one.